Dennis Long, and here we are again with another edition of the Great British Quiz. And as usual, it's teams from different parts of the country battling it out for a place in our quarter-final. So who are you going to be rooting for today? Could it be this lot from Bridgend, and you are?
My name's John, and I'm a student.
And what are you studying?
Computers.
So how long have you got to go before you finish the course?
Oh, nearly 3 years, only just started.
Okay, well, good luck with that. And you're into quizzes sort of full-time, really, aren't you?
Oh, pretty much, yes.
So your brain is raring to go. Next to you, it's your captain, Andy, who's a bit of a joker.
I'm a singer, actually, comic from South Wales.
Yeah, and where do you perform?
Working with clubs and theatres.
And who's your hero? Who would you aspire to?
I like some of the American comics. One of my favourites is a guy called Dennis Wolfberg, which, have you heard of him?
Yes, I have.
Great comic.
Well, who knows, one day, you know, you might be as
hopefully.
famous as he is. This is the start. Okay, next to you it's Julian. Hi, Julian.
Hello, I'm Julian from South Wales and I'm a local government officer.
And how long have you been doing that?
7 years.
And it's true that they picked you from the opposition. You're in a team that plays against John and Andy usually, but you're really, really good, so for the purpose
Well,
of
I'm
this,
not too sure about that.
So, Andy, why are you called Awenny 5-0?
We live in Bridgend, and one of the little villages in Bridgend is a place called Awenny. And when we were thinking of a name to come on the quiz, it's difficult to think of a name, so we thought of Awenny and Hawaii 5-0 and just come up with Awenny 5-0.
Very good, very good. I'm impressed. Well, enjoy yourselves and good luck. And you're playing a team from Bradford, and they are?
I'm Jo, and I'm a teacher from Bradford.
And what do you teach?
French and English.
And do you enjoy it?
Most of the time, when the kids are behaving.
Yes, I bet. When you're not teaching, what do you get up to?
Well, I have been at rock climbing quite a lot, but I haven't been for a while.
Tell me why you like rock climbing.
I like to see the men in tight trousers. I think that's all.
You can see that in other places, apart from on the top of Ben Nevis or whatever, I'm
I like
sure.
watching ballet shows as well. That's the same idea.
Oh, I see. Well, we'll carry on this conversation later. Good luck, Joe. Your team captain is?
Fox.
Hi,
Hello.
Fox. What a great name. Where does that come from?
Actually, it's my middle name from my mother's family.
Right. And what do you do?
I'm a teacher as well.
And what do you teach?
I teach Spanish.
So linguists here today, hey? You like travelling?
Yes, I like travelling very much.
And if I gave you a blank cheque and said, Fox, you can go anywhere, where would it be?
I think I'd go to New Zealand, the other side of the world.
Be nice, wouldn't it? They say it's absolutely gorgeous there. All right, good luck to you. And finally, it's...
I'm Tony. I'm a computer software designer.
Which means what?
I write computer games. I develop them all the way through from beginning to end, and I sell them myself.
All right, and can we see any of your games in arcades and things?
No, it's just for the home computer market.
All right. And in your spare time?
I cook vegetarian food.
Ah, well, we shall swap recipes later. It's good to see you. You're called the Bradford Pals, presumably, because you're from...
Bradford.
And you're all...
Pals.
Right, we got there. OK, well, enjoy it. We'll get on with round one, which is a general knowledge round. So fingers on the buzzers, because first there gets the chance to answer. Just let me explain the scoring. It's 2 points for a correct answer. If you're incorrect, pass it over to the opposing team for a point. And if it's an incorrect interruption, it means the other team picks up a bonus point and the chance to answer the question in full. So are you ready? Everybody ready? Yes, here we go. What is the name of the French national anthem? Yes, John?
Marseillaise.
Yes. How many months of the year contain the letter G? Yes, John?
4.
No. So Bradford Pals, any of you, any idea? No conferring. Tony?
3.
No, it's 1, August. What is the name of the hemispherical pan used in Chinese cookery? John?
Wok.
Yes. Which size of paper is larger, A4 or A3? Yes, Julian?
A3.
It is. Overhand surgeons and cat's paw are all types of what? Tony?
Plants.
No. So, anybody from Awenny 5-0? They're not. Which Canadian developers built Canary Wharf? Ooh, blank faces there. Olympia and York. I'm sorry, I got there before you. Right, who was the last US president to serve more than 2 terms of office? John?
Roosevelt.
Which one?
Delano.
Yes, we will accept it because it's Franklin Delano Roosevelt, but that's fine. OK, 2 points. The people of Hungary come mainly from which ethnic group? John?
Magyars.
Yes. What name is given to the observation in economics that bad money drives out good? Tony?
Sense?
No. No? Awenny 5-0. Anybody from that team? No, it's Gresham's Law. The original site of which 2 temples is now submerged by Lake Nasser? Abu Simbel. Whose friends are Algie Pug, Bill Badger, John?
Rupert the Bear.
It is. Caviar is obtained from the roe of John.
Sturgeon.
Yes. Which human rights organisation was founded by Peter Benenson in 1960? Tony.
Amnesty.
Yes. Who in Greek mythology was the twin sister of Apollo? Tony.
Aphrodite.
No. Any ideas? Anybody from the Wenny 5-0?
Aphrodite.
No. Artemis. Derived from the Hindi word meaning a ball house, which word describes an event in which... Tony.
No, sorry.
No, I'll give the Iweni 5-0 a chance to answer the question in full, in which horses and riders display various skills in contests and races. John.
Gymkhana.
It is a gymkhana. And that's it. That's the end of our first round. Looking at the scores, it's Bradford Pals with 2, Iweni 5-0 with 17 points. You'll be all right, you'll be all right. So, now it's time to put somebody in the hot seat. So, Bradford Pals, you are trailing, but here's a chance to catch up, because one of you goes into the hot seat first. Iweni 5-0, who is it? Joe, Fox or Tony? Yes, Andy?
It's going to be Joe.
It's going to be Joe. And Joe, there are 6 categories. You would like...
I'll have Miss Lane, please.
OK, all right. You ready? You're on your own for a minute and your time starts now. Who starred as Blake Carrington's first wife, Alexis, in the television series Dynasty?
Pass.
Joan Collins. What is the capital of Hong Kong?
Pass.
Victoria. In what year did the formal reunification of East and West Germany take place?
In 1989.
No, 1 year later, 1990. Which film actress's real name is Camille Javot?
Pass.
Bridget Bardot. The Flemish artist Van Dyck gave his name to what colour found on an artist's palette?
Beryllium.
No, brown. Which powerful triangular muscle is attached to the collarbone, the humerus and the shoulder blade?
Pass.
It's the deltoid. Who was the first chairman of the World Wildlife Fund from 61 to 82?
David... Oh, no. Pass.
Sir Peter Scott. How many pieces does each player have on the board at the beginning of a game of backgammon?
12.
15. Who in 1914 was given command of the British Expeditionary Force on the Western Front?
Pass.
Field Marshal Sir John French. Which... had I started? Yes, which American vocalist had a British chart topper in the 50s with Mary's Boy Child?
No, it doesn't make any difference whether you started.
The answer
No
is
point.
Harry Belafonte, but never mind, he didn't score anything.
No,
but
I
it
didn't
is
expect
difficult
to.
sitting in that hot seat.
Yeah.
I don't envy you at all. Thanks, Joe. So moving on to Iweni 5-0 now. It's either John, it's either Andy, or it's Julian in the hot seat. Bradford Pals, who will it be?
Andy.
Andy, right, there you are, the spotlight's on you, but then you're used to that, aren't you? Doing your cabaret stuff. 5 categories, which one?
I'll take pop music, please.
Right. What was the last record you bought?
Oh, dear. I bought a CD from Celine Dion.
Oh, right. OK, well, here we go. You have a minute. You're on your own. Time starts now. What is the title of Buddy Holly's first British top 10 hit single?
Not Fade Away?
Peggy Sue. Robert Palmer and Elkie Brooks were once members of which group?
Pass.
Vinegar Joe. Who were Wayne Fontana's backing group?
Mindbenders.
Yes. Gaudete and All Around My Hat were hit singles for which folk band?
Steel Ice Band?
Yes. Which Australian pop group has made their name as ABBA impersonators?
Pass.
Bjorn again. The first album released by the Rolling Stones on their own label was Sticky Fingers. Who designed the sleeve and the logo?
Andy Warhol?
Yes. Which group in 1989 reached #1 with Back to Life?
Pass.
Soul to Soul. Who recorded the album Stormbringer and Solid Air?
Pass.
John Martin. Who had a hit with Chantilly Lace in 1958?
The Big Bopper?
Yes. Dance with the Devil and The Man in Black were 70s hits for which virtuoso drummer?
Cozy Powell?
Yes. The Animals had a huge hit with The House of the Rising Sun. Who produced it?
Chas Chandler?
Mickey Most. Who produced the Eagles album Desperado and the Clash album Combat Rock?
Pass.
Glyn Johns. Which band had a hit album with Green in 1988?
Pass.
You'll go mad, it's R.E.M.
Yeah.
But, Andy, well done, because at the end of that round on pop music, you have scored 10 points. The Bradford Pals with 2 points at the moment, Iweni 5-0 with 27. Now, this next round, it's animal, vegetable or mineral. Get your brains in order, because you are asking me the questions. The team captains will alternate, and you have to try and work out what the object is. And the clue, it's something to do with Great Britain. You have 2.5 minutes. in which to decide what it is I'm describing, and you can always hazard a guess after you've asked me a question. But do remember, as that clock is ticking by, it means your points are decreasing. So, you sorted out? You understand? If you fancy playing this at home, close your eyes now and wait for the music to stop. So it's a Wenny 5-0 who are going first, and I will tell you that this object is mainly mineral with a bit of animal. Confused? You're Wenny 5-0, ask me a question.
Is it manufactured?
Yes. Do you want to hazard a guess?
No.
No?
Is it, right, no.
Bradford Pals.
Is it containing plastic?
There is a bit of plastic in there, probably, yes. Probably bits of all sorts in there. No, Fox? Any idea? No? Oh, Wenny 5-0.
Is this famous?
Oh, very famous, yes. In this country, yes. No? Bradford Pals.
Is it means of transport?
Oh, I think we could go along with that. Yes, yes. Part of it, yes, yes. Do you want to...
We'll make a wild guess. A Rolls Royce?
No, it's not a Rolls Royce. The Wenny 5-0.
Is this a car?
No, it's not a car. Do you want to hazard a guess?
The Flying Scotsman?
No, it's not the Flying Scotsman. Ooh, Bradford Pals.
Is it a land form of transport?
No. So do you want to ask me a question? You know, hazard a guess. Sorry.
We'll make a guess at the Queen Mary.
No, it's not the Queen Mary, so a Wenny 5-0.
Is it an aircraft?
Yeah. Yes. It's a group, yes. So...
Is it Concorde?
No, it's not Concorde. Bradford Pals.
Is it a Royal Air Force connection?
Yes, there is a Royal Air Force connection. I'm sure you'd like to have a guess.
Is it the Spitfire?
No, it's not the Spitfire. So close. Oh, only 5-0.
Is there a colour involved here?
There is a colour involved here.
Is it the Red Arrow?
It is the Red Arrows, yes. Smashing, that was really well done. And you were nearly there, weren't you? I could see you thinking, oh. Anyway, Bradford Pals with 2 points, Wenny 5-0 with 32 points. So now it's time to put somebody else into the hot seat. Andy, you suffered last time. You were there answering questions on pop music. Who's it going to be from your team this time? Is it John or Julian? Bradford Pals decide. Julian?
Julian.
All right. He was trying to avoid eye contact. It was like, don't pick me, don't pick me. Julian, which category?
Television and radio.
Okay. Watching telly, what do you like?
Anything at all, mainly with rock music in it.
All right, because you manage a rock band, don't you? OK, here we go. What is the name of the holiday camp in Heidi High?
Mark Blends.
Yes. Who played the conman Howard in the early 1980s comedy The Bounder?
Pass.
Peter Bowles. In the 1970s series Budgie, starring Adam Faith, who played Charlie Endell?
Pass.
Ian Cuthbertson. Who provided the voice of Basil Brush?
Pass.
Ivan Owen. In I Love Lucy, who played Lucille Ball's neighbour Ethel?
Pass.
Vivian Vance. Can you hear me, mother? Was one of radio's earliest catchphrases, popularised by which comedian?
George Formby.
Sandy Powell. Which arts magazine did Hugh Weldon present during the 50s and 60s?
Pass.
Monitor. What was the name of the character played by Trevor Bannister in Are You Being Served?
Pass.
Mr. Lucas. Name the first BBC local radio station.
Manchester.
No, Leicester. In which TV series are the characters of Lister, Rimmer, Cat and Crichton lost in space on board a spaceship?
Red Dwarf.
Yes. Which TV comedy in the early 80s starred Arthur Lowe as a schoolmaster in the 1940s and was adapted from the stories by H.F. Ellis?
Pass.
It was A.J. Wentworth, B.A. All right, well done. At the end of that round, Julian, you got 4 points. So, Joe, you were in the hot seat last time for Bradford Pals. It's either Fox or Tony this time in Wenny 5-0. Can you choose? Oh, you've already already decided. There's no conflict there at all. Go on.
It's going to be Tony.
Is it going to be Tony? All right, Tony, 3 categories: current affairs, geography, natural world.
Current affairs, please.
All right. Well, you have a minute on your own. Time starts now. Which senior British civil servant admitted in an Australian court in '86 that he'd been economical with the truth?
Pass.
It's Robert Armstrong. From which Andrew Lloyd Webber musical did Roger Moore resign in 1989?
Pass.
Aspects of Love. What is the name of the British sailor who crossed the Atlantic last year in the smallest boat ever to complete the crossing?
Pass.
Tom McNally. Which American golfer won the British Open in 1989?
Pass.
Mark Calcavecchia. Mikhail Gorbachev was awarded the freedom of which British city in December of last year?
Birmingham.
Aberdeen. Which Conservative MP for Eastbourne was assassinated by the IRA in 1980? No, it was Ian Gow. Described as America's First Lady of Comedy, which 77-year-old comedienne died in 1989?
Pass.
Lucille Ball. What was the name of the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland whose offer of resignation was turned down in January 1992?
Pass.
It was Peter Brook. Who was the defeated American Democratic presidential candidate in 1988?
Walter Mondale.
Michael Dukakis. By how many votes did Margaret Thatcher fail to win the 1990 leadership election on the first ballot?
5.
No, it was 4. Never mind, you like Joe, nothing this time. And that means the Bradford Pals still on 2, but a Wenny 5-0 with 36 points. Now look, we have a chance here for you to double your points. That's what this next round is called. You have 6 questions and you have a maximum of 90 seconds in which to answer them. Now they have multiple parts, these questions. So say you get 3 right, it means your points get doubled to 6. But otherwise it's just a point for each correct answer. So it's Bradford Pals who are going first. Just to tell you that you can pass if you think, well, I've no idea here, I'm completely wasting my time. Pass on it, but you can't refer back to it, OK? Right, you have 90 seconds, as I say. Come on, Bradford Pals, here we go. Cumbria comprises which 2 former English counties that ceased to exist in 1974 after the local government boundary changes?
Cumberland and Westmoreland.
Yes, so 4 points. Who starred as Bonnie and Clyde in the 1967 film with that title?
Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway.
Warren Beatty and Faye Dunaway.
4 points. Name the last 5 horses to have won the Grand National.
Mr. Frisk. Mr. Frisk is one.
Mr. Frisk.
That's for 1, yeah.
No.
That's it. Pass.
No, you don't want to hazard a guess, right? Rhyme and Reason, Little Polvier, Seagram, and Party Politics were the others. What were Radio 2, Radio 3 and Radio 4 called before September 1967?
Home service, 3rd programme.
Home Service, 3rd programme. And the Light Service.
Light programme.
Light
Light
yes,
programme,
6
sorry.
points. The city of Saritsyn was renamed as what in 1925 in honour of a Soviet leader? And by what name is it known now?
Stalingrad, Volgograd.
4 points. Name the 3 universities in Birmingham.
Aston
Yes.
University.
Central England.
University of Central
Yes.
England.
Birmingham University.
And Birmingham University.
Yes, 6 points. Well done. At the end of that round, your score's now gone up to 27 points. Smiling. Put a smile on your faces. Right, the Wenny 5-0. It's time for you to have a chance to double some points. 90 seconds, and it starts now. Which 2 Scottish regions border England?
Borders and Dumfries and Galloway.
Yes, so 4 points. What are the names of the 2 athletes portrayed by Ben Cross and Ian Charleston in the film Chariots of Fire?
Harold Abrahams.
Yes.
Eric Liddell.
Yes, 4 points. Name the last 5 horses to have won the Epsom Derby.
Pass.
Completely. Nashwan, Quest for Fame, Generous, Dr. Devious, Commander-in-Chief. Who have been the last 3 regular presenters of BBC Radio's Woman's Hour? Which, of course, you listen to all the time, don't you?
Programme.
Valerie Singleton.
Well, it's worth a guess, no.
Sue Cook and...
No, one more.
And you.
No, never been asked. Available. They are Marjorie Anderson, Sue McGregor and Jenny Murray. The city of St. Petersburg was founded in 1703 and is known by that name now. But during the period 1914 to 1991, it has variously been known by what 2 other names? St. Petersburg.
Petrograd and Leningrad.
Yes, 4 points. Name the 3 universities in Edinburgh.
St Andrews.
No.
University of Edinburgh.
Yes, that's 1.
University of Central Scotland.
No, it's Heriot Watt, so 1 point there. The third one is Napier. At the end of that round, Iweni 5-0, you now have 49 points. So you can still do it. Races by so quickly, this programme. We're now into our final round, which is a general knowledge round, somewhat like the first round that we played, but this time all of the answers are to do with Great Britain. And you can score masses of points in this round because it's 5 points for a correct answer. If you're incorrect, the opposing team gets a chance to answer for 3 points. If it's an incorrect interruption, it's a bonus of 3 points to the opposing team and a chance to answer the question in full for 5 points. So everybody ready? Fingers on those buzzers. Here we go. What is the common name for Welsh rarebit? Yes, Tony.
Cheese on toast.
Yes, which is Britain's oldest Sunday newspaper. John.
Observer.
Yes, in the last war, the Desert Rats were Britain's 7th Armoured Division in North Africa. But who was the Desert Fox? Julian.
Rommel.
Yes. What code do you use before your number when making a call to Edinburgh? Yes, John.
081?
No. Bradford Powell. Yes.
051.
No. 031. In which novel did Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson first appear? John.
Speckled band.
No. Bradford Powell's. Any idea? No conferring. Fox.
Sign of 4.
No. A Study in Scarlet. Strictly speaking, a man of Kent is one who was born east of where? Tony.
Medway.
Yes. Which wooden twin-engined aeroplane made by John?
Mosquito.
Yes. In Scottish folklore, what name is given to the small creatures who are said to do the housework while the occupants are asleep? No, it's the Brownies. Who composed the song Rule Britannia? John.
Thomas Arne.
Yes. The first iron bridge in Britain was built in 1779 and still stands today. Which river does it span? John.
Severn. The Severn.
It is the River Severn. That's the end of the competition. Commiserations to Bradford Powells, who have a score of 37. But today's winners, it's a 1E50 with 74. So a good competition. And for those of you who'd like to have a go at home, you can phone in, and here is today's competition for you. From April, the top premium bond prize drawn each month rises to £1 million. Here's your chance to win £150 in premium bonds if you can answer the following question. What name is given to the fear of open spaces? A. Agoraphobia. B. Thermophobia. C. Monophobia. When you have the answer, call 0891 555 999. The winner will be selected at random from all the correct entries received. The lines are open until noon tomorrow. So well done, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. We've enjoyed having you here. And that's it from today's Great British Quiz. Until next time, bye. If you would like to take part in a future series of the Great British Quiz, please write for an application form to GBQ 20 to 24 Beaumont Road, London, W4 5AP, enclosing a large stamped addressed envelope.
Some like it.
You're a bit
What?
short.
Yes?
Bit short for Joanna Lovely.
I'm her when she was growing up.
Oh. Still not very like her.
We'll leave that to the judges, shall we? Anyway, you're too tall.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Well, soon see about that.
When you buy a mobile phone, make sure it's on Cellnet, a big network for small
Hello?
phones.
Miss Lumley? Oh, she's on location on Dartmoor on her mobile number. I see.
Cellnet covers 98% of the population. There's even a choice of tariffs.
Hello, Miss Lumley. It's me, number one fan. Could you tell me, please, how tall are you? Thank you.
Next, please.
Cellnet, a big network for small phones.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia. said, Georgia.
Can I drop you off somewhere?
The new Peugeot 306 Cabriolet drives the imagination.
This Saturday, the Daily Telegraph, the highest-selling quality daily, has something else to offer. The Sunday Telegraph for only 30 pence, giving you a Saturday and Sunday newspaper for £1, the same price as the Sunday Times. The Telegraph, the weekend papers.
This man has lost his temper. He's one of 13,000 roadside incidents we sort out every day. We're the AA. To our members, we're the 4th emergency service.
Triton, the power behind the shower.
Its active ingredient is one of the most prescribed medicines of all time. Now it's available without a prescription in Tagamet 100, a breakthrough for heartburn.
A new used car guide was published today, a guide to car...